What do I do with my late husband's £315,000 private pension? Okay. Sadly, my husband passed away a few months ago, just before he could tap into his private pension. Due to the timing of his death, was left completely untouched. It's a total of £315,000. The pension provider, after some thinking, has agreed to pay the full amount to me. I'm 57 and I'm working in a relatively low-paid profession, which I plan on doing until I retire. We also have 2 sons in the late 20s. We had about £10,000 worth of credit card debt, which I intend to pay off immediately. We also have a house in the UK with 1 year left on the mortgage, which is roughly about 14,000. We also have a property in Spain, which is around 10 years left on the mortgage, and that's about £60,000 left to pay off. So just touching on that, credit card, it's a no-brainer to pay off that £10,000 debt. You're probably getting charged seriously high interest rates. On the mortgages, depending on what mortgage you've got and the rates, whether you had it fixed on, let's say, 4 years ago when mortgage rates probably couldn't get any lower than they were, maybe best to leave the mortgage there. Alternatively, if they're not fixed and they're in line with current rates, then I'd say get that paid off. Again, need to ask more questions. Aside from that, we don't have anything else to pay off. What would be the best way to grow this money under the circumstances before I retire in 10 years? Ideally something low maintenance. Super important always to know timeframes. So my boys pay around £400 to £500 each year into a stocks and shares ISA, but they say there's a limit of £20,000 per person per year. I currently don't pay into an ISA. We're thinking of maximising ISAs between all 3 of us, but we're relatively unsure what to do after that. Really appreciate any help at all. Okay, so first of all, it's super hard to say what to do without really understanding the situation in a lot more detail. We've got time frames, we've got the individuals understanding the financial sector, we've got debts. First of all, the debts, pay those off. Couldn't agree more. Rates on the mortgages, like I said, we need to understand what rates you've got. ISAs is always a good one. It's a good way to start, so I agree there. But really, to understand this situation, we need to understand a lot more detail about their circumstances. So my advice, speak to a financial advisor. If you have any other questions about any other financial topics, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you.